Why is no producer truly original?
The superstar was on a different kind of stage Wednesday, testifying in that Blurred Lines trial.
Travis is a mix of me, Cuddy, and Rocky.
It's because they are a blend of multiple elements of inspiration from different places in time. But if it's just that, why is there such a crucial difference between the best ones, which just made it seem like they produced this stroke of genius, and others which are just blatant rip-offs? To figure this out, I will show you 3 different ideas the best of the best use to always create new music. The first idea is from Mike Dean.
One of the most well-known, influential, and groundbreaking producers.
The legend of legends.
I am Mike Dean.
In an interview with Fontano, he disclosed the idols which inspired him to his magical synths.
I mean, are there specific artists that you're a fan of that you kind of pull inspiration from when it comes to those kind of styles?
All the old synth legends, you know, fucking Vangelis, like Emerson, like just all of them, Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, you know.
And when you compare Mike's inspiration to, in my opinion, one of his best synth solos that he's ever made, you can already hear the underlying foundation of inspiration that Mike got. The idea here is the most simple out of the 3. It's simply taking something from an old record or a different genre that you really enjoy and putting it into a new context like Mike did. And with that in mind, you could produce with a totally different angle than what you usually do. And that's also something, as a bonus tip, that Mike Dean does subconsciously, because he's classically trained on the keys.
How long did you take piano lessons for?
Oh, like 14 years.
How would your work be different had you not had those lessons?
It probably wouldn't be worth a shit.
And that gives him again a unique perspective onto trap music, what he normally produces. But now to a concept which goes a bit deeper than that.
I love Tame Impala.
A$AP Rocky was also an early fan.
The base concept of it is kind of similar to what we just had with Mike Dean. The underlying idea that Kevin Parker has goes much deeper than that.
It changed everything for me.
He not only knows how to play and process his drums to sound like those of his favorite drummers.
Suddenly I just wanted all my drums just to be completely blown out. You can see at which point I went to Japan and saw Flaming Lips live, and then went back and recorded Lonerism, and the drums sounded like that. Like you can hear.
But on top of that, he also knows his favorite drummers, and knows how to play like that and get that sound.
All those early psych rock drummers were jazz drummers, or their favorite drummers were jazz drummers, like Elvin Jones and stuff. Elvin Jones.
That means if he wants, for example, a similar drum groove to, let's say, Kanye West, he isn't just limited to what Kanye did, but he's also looking at all the people who influenced Kanye and draws inspiration from them, which gives him a way bigger palette of sounds to pick and choose from. By the way, if you want the most authentic Kanye Pharrell textured sounding drums, you should definitely check out this drum kit right here, which would be perfect to use in a last method. It's by far the most advanced one. It is from Pharrell.
This is R. Quincy Jones.
You are the greatest of all time.
Pharrell's method of getting inspired and somewhat using reference tracks is way more spiritual. But let's hear it in his own words.
When I'm lucky enough to be in the right elevator, and I'm looking up and I'm doing 3 things at once. I'm going, what is that? Mm-hmm. Number 2, I'm trying to remember the feeling, because when I go to chase it later, I'm gonna have to reverse engineer the feeling.
So if you find one, what do you do with it? Let's say you hear something in that moment, you have that experience. Next, what happens?
I just want to listen to it over and over and over again, and really understand what I'm feeling and why I feel that way. Because there's a whole university of science between what's being played and what you're hearing.
Yes. So you're analyzing yourself as much as the music.
Yeah.
So when using a reference or inspiration track, Pharrell could have no similar instruments, no similar chords, no similar melody, or no similar rhythm. but instead he goes for a similar feeling. If you would like to try this technique, you need to pay attention to the next time a song comes on that you really, really like, and then try to figure out what it is in you that kind of resonates with this feeling that the song creates, and then try to save that and replicate the feeling as close as possible when you're back at home working on something. And probably the best place to get these high quality textured drums that Pharrell loves to use is this drum kit right here from Echelon Sounds. Thanks for watching. In this video you can find out Pharrell versus Kanye, who produced it better.